Right, so today I am running late with the vlog again, but I just wanted to apologise in advance about the background noise that you can hear. I've tried going in every which room and you can still hear the noise. So, but it seems to be quietest in the bathroom, and the light is going now because it's getting late and this is the brightest room in the house. So I'm just sitting on the toilet at the minute, not literally going to the toilet, I'm just sitting on the seat because I don't really want to sit on the floor. So again, I am sorry that I did not do my 20-week vlog, but the reason of that is because there wasn't really much to update on. Not a lot happened, there wasn't a lot of changed. I did have my anomaly scan, or however you pronounce it, but that was pretty much the only thing that happened that week, so I thought I may as well roll it into two weeks, so then I have a bit more to talk about rather than going on about the same stuff over and over. Right, so I'll go on about my scan first. I had my scan on the 12th of July. And that was my anomaly scan, or however you pronounce it. They did everything was fine, everything was good, but baby was really low down in my pelvis, and it meant that it made it more difficult. So when she was pressing on, it was hitting a nerve, it was really hurting me. So that wasn't very nice, but everything's fine. He's measuring slightly above, at about, well, it's about in between the 50th and 195th percentile, so that'd be about, is he about 65 or something? He's measuring about 3/4 of the way along, so he's a little bit bigger than the average baby at this point, so I'm guessing he's going to be a big baby like Blossom was. His head circumference and his femur is measuring a tiny bit smaller, and around his tummy is measuring a lot bigger. So, but she did say because she couldn't get accurate measurements because of the awkward position it was lying in, it could be to do with that, but she wasn't concerned. I don't have to go back for another scan or anything like that, so she was fine with that. So everything was good, and actually, if I show you the scan picture, right, so I don't know if you can see that quite clearly, that's the scan picture. She got me quite a rubbish picture, to be fair. As you can see, here's his head, his little nose and his hand, and his little legs, and his little foot's up here. She did get some really good shots, but for some reason she decided to give me a really poopy picture. Which, I think I'm going to go for another private scan at about between 32 and 35 weeks, so I'll get some good pictures there. And as long as he's well and healthy, that's the main thing. So my acid has been getting really terrible these last couple of weeks, like to the point at night time, pardon me, still got wind, to the point where I've nearly been being sick with it. It is horrific. I can feel it coming up my throat and it's burning, and it's like a constant thing that just doesn't go away. I take anti-acid tablets and they last about 10 minutes and then it comes back again. I think it seems to be worse when I lie down because that just lets it freely come up then, because I'm lying on my side, and it's not very nice. So the other night I tried taking some milk to bed with me, and that seemed to work because I could keep just grabbing it and sipping on it, whereas the anti-acid tablets you're only allowed to take so many in 24-hour periods. So obviously I couldn't, once I took my maximum amount, that was it, I couldn't take any more. So even though the milk didn't last more than 5 or 10 minutes, at least I could keep sipping that throughout the night, which did help. So I've been doing that to try and relieve it. I doubt that's going to get any better because as I get further, everything's being pushed up. There's still the hormones, which is relaxing. It's the little flap from like your throat to your stomach, and because that's relaxed and doesn't fully close, acid can freely come up. So I don't think there's going to be any change there. It's just going to get worse, and I'm going to have to get used to it. I can't get comfy at all at night. It's horrible. because they say after 20 weeks, or is it 18 weeks, something like that, you're not supposed to lie on your back anymore because of cutting off blood flow to the baby, because you've got some major like arteries or vessels in that area. They say not to lie on your right side because you've got a major artery that runs down from the right side of your heart, and as your belly grows bigger it pushes that vein over more to the right, so if you lie on it, it can cut the blood flow off and cause you to get like spider veins, varicose veins, blood clots, things like that you're at high risk from. I've been told by lying on your right side, so all I can lie is on the left side, but the problem is I'll wake up and I'm on my back or I'm on the wrong side, and I'm like, how did I get in this position? I didn't go to sleep like this. So I always tell Ash now, if you see me lying on my back or on the wrong side, just wake me up to make me turn back over. But it's not very comfortable trying to lie on that side constantly. I've been becoming very thirsty. I want to drink all the time, as I've not been drinking enough. I'm not going to lie, I've only been drinking about 2 glasses a day. You're supposed to drink 8 when you're not pregnant. I'm pretty sure you have to drink 12 plus a day when you're pregnant, and I've been drinking 2 or 3, and it's not good enough. There's no excuse. I need to be drinking more. So it's a good thing that I am getting more thirsty, because it's my body's way of telling me, Luke, you need to drink more, you're not getting enough. I've been getting really tired and ready for bed a lot earlier. I mean, usually I used to go to bed between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. and that didn't bother me. I'd get up in the morning fine. Now I'm getting to the point where by 9 o'clock at night I am shattered. I want to go to bed. I can make it to 10 at the very latest, but usually between 8:30 and 9 I'm ready for bed and I'm gone, and I tend to sleep over as well in the morning, so I'm getting way more sleep and I'm still tired. I just feel like I could sleep all the time. I'm sorry if I start getting like I'm a bit sweaty, a bit out of breath. It is actually the hottest day in the year so far in Britain today, so it's like 30 degrees Celsius. So, and over here that is really hot. We're not used to temperatures this hot, so just bear with me. It's awful today. I've spent a lot of this time this week crying, just crying over nothing, just constantly. I'll just think of something and bawl out crying. Silly things like if good things have happened to people or family, I'll start crying and getting all jealous and, oh, why did this happen to them, why not me? And I think the world's over, and I think, oh, I'm fat, I'm ugly, and this and that, and I keep getting these things in my head all the time, and it's not very nice. But another downside to hormones during pregnancy, I guess. So hopefully that'll die down a bit and I'll have another week where I'm okay and not just blotting over everything all the time. Nothing fits me. My stomach feels tight all the time. It like just feels rock hard and tight a lot of the time. And I can't get any clothes to fit me now. I've had to start wearing Ashy like t-shirts a lot more. I've only got 2 pairs of leggings that fit me, and that is it. Out of about trousers and leggings mixed, I had at least 14 pairs, and I've got 2 that fit me. And they're the 2 that I bought a few weeks ago that are a large size. And something that started last week, which I'm not sure if it is or not, I thought was Braxton Hicks. Now I started getting it every other day, and it come on and it lasts like 4 or 5 minutes where my stomach and all my muscles in my stomach tightened up really, really bad. And then I had this horrible pain, like a contraction type pain down below. And it was awful. It would last like 4 or 5 minutes, and I'd have to get on my knees and I'd have to work with my breathing. Kind of lost where I am now because I had to pause it because little one started shouting. But yeah, it was really painful. I'd have to get on my knees and breathe through it, and after about 4 or 5 minutes it would go off. I wasn't overly concerned. And then yesterday I had one that lasted for 2 hours, literally 2 hours straight. That was very worrying. I ended up trying to ring my midwife. As usual, I could not get in touch with her. So I rang the doctors because the number that she left on the voicemail, you couldn't even understand what she was saying. It was all breaking up. And so I rang the doctors and I got a number for the community midwife centre, and I spoke to somebody and they said somebody would call me back. Somebody did call me back and I explained the situation to her. She didn't seem overly concerned. She says as long as it's not carrying on and it's stopped, she isn't concerned, and she will get my normal midwife to ring me back tomorrow and maybe get me booked in for a urine test to see if I've got some kind of infection, because she said sometimes infections can cause contractions in your womb to contract and it can be really uncomfortable and hurt. Also, I've been advised by somebody as well today that maybe I need to drink more, which is probably right. I do need to drink a lot more fluid. I'm not drinking enough, so that's probably causing it. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that went on this week. It's been so hot and humid the last few days. It's been horrible. I've not been really able to do much or take Blossom many places rather than where we have to go, like if we have to go downtown or anything, because it's just too hot for us to be outside, way too hot. So yeah, I've been just working in the house and cleaning, and Ashley started his new job today, so no, not today, yesterday, sorry, but he's doing more hours today, which I feel so sorry for him working in this heat. So I will end it at there, and I guess it'll be time for the belly shot, I guess. I have not actually weighed myself or measured myself again. I will do that next week. I try to keep it every 2 or 3 weeks because there doesn't seem to be a big change from 1 week to the next, so I think there's more of a bigger change from the 2nd to 3rd week. So by next week I'll have an update on my weight gain and obviously my measurements. So let's do the belly shot. Right, so this is, as you can see, I've got a dress on, quite a flowy dress, so you can't see much through that. And that's the bump on the side. The front. The other side, front, and again. So I think it's gone a little bit smaller today, but it's getting there. It's getting there. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.